Started the 1983 season just the same way as it ended the 1982 one, with a win over Richmond. The grand final replay at Princes Park was dominated by the aerial supremacy of Ken Hunter, who took 17 marks for the day.
Rawlings mistimed that one. That's mark number 9. That's a great mark to Hunter. On the ground,
Brownlow medalist and former Collingwood captain Peter Moore became a demon in a reported $500,000 deal, and this was one of the few highlights of his season.
His first goal for the Demons.
The Jacko show was on again from the opening round. The strutting, jiving, flamboyant showman got the crowd in, and David Denchin in this debut for the Saints. Melbourne's Robert Flower twice gave virtuoso performances against Richmond in 1983. In round 2, he ruled the skies over the MCG.
And a great mark by Robert Flower. Batterston hooks it too far. It's coming back in towards Flower. What the champion player he is. Connolly is hooked too far, but it's right into the goal square. A great mark by the Demons. Up high was Robbie Flower. On the left foot.
Upset number 1 for 1983 came in round 2 when the Bulldogs, last in 82, beat defending premiers Carlton.
He's got that much problem. He's going for a bounce. Oh, down goes Harms. A very heavy bump that time. Oh, he's down.
Put Carlton and Collingwood onto the same ground and you're assured of two things: a huge crowd and a hard-hitting thriller.
He'll have a pot shot. Oh, could be a free kick against Collingwood. No, the umpire said no.
Lescott got streamlined.
Oh, he got knocked rotten that time.
And that's what happened in round 3 when 69,000 people saw Carlton, with the Buzz kicking 6 goals, defeat the Magpies by 10 points.
Goal! 6 goals to Peter Bazasto. That could be a match-winning effort. That's the long handle.
Robert Walls had Fitzroy at their peak early, and in the first of 3 meetings with Essendon, the Lions crashed through for a 41-point win.
What a goal by Mickey Conlon.
The drought broke for the Bulldogs on the 18th of April when a torrent of goals in the last quarter gave Bluey Hampshire's youngsters a shock 21-point win over the Hawks.
Free kick to Footscray, and they've had most of the free kicks they've been playing in front. He's got it through. Goal! The Bulldogs race further ahead.
Disgruntled swan Silvio Foschini spent most of the early months of 83 in the Supreme Court, fighting for a clearance to St Kilda. He was to win and throw league rules into turmoil. Richmond lost its 4th on end when North Melbourne beat them at Arden Street with play like this. Fitzroy moved to the top of the ladder with 4 wins from 5 games after beating Carlton by 10 goals.
Look at him go. There he goes, running to an open goal. Bork. Oh, it'll be a goal for sure by Conlon. What a goal by the Tank. What a beautiful goal by Conlon. That's strength personified.
And one step behind was Hawthorn. Inspired by skipper Lee Matthews, the Hawks beat Collingwood by 22 points in round 5.
Puts the first one on the ball. Lethal.
Carlton's hopes of winning its 3rd flag on end started looking bleak back in April. The Cats registered a 10-point win over the Blues in round 6 at Princes Park to give David Parkin's champions 3 losses in 5 games.
Half forward, steadies, runs in the goal. Geelong in front. I think he's put him in the lead. He has. It's a goal. Geelong hit the front.
Collingwood's $1 million recruiting campaign suffered a cruel blow when Jeff Rains went down against North. But the Magpies recovered to steal the game in a tense final term.
Sort of can. Here's danger. Peter Dacos. Hand pass over the top to Morwood. Morwood under the left foot, now under the right. Into the open goal he goes. Goal.
Mossop got his hands but couldn't hold.
Geelong's Peter Johnson had one of those days against Fitzroy in round 7. First he missed a sitter.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, golly, how about that?
Then he touched the ball as it was heading through for a goal, and the Cats lost by 9 points.
Will land it in the goal square. Touched through, I think. Yes, in fact, by a Geelong player. A little bit of interference there, but it was definitely a Geelong player that Essendon.
It was a day of ups and downs when the Tigers and the Bombers met at the MCG. Timmy Watson managed to recover after this wobbly start to the day.
Taste for the game, going down, and he'll be free kicked. And already, Timmy Watson limping. He's had trouble with that ankle. And once again, he appears to be in all sorts of bother. Forward, Murray is there for Richmond. Can't complete the mark. Here's another one to Watson. Now the ankles stand up to it. He can't hardly turn, but he's kicked it.
Michael Roach felt the full brunt of Roger Merritt.
In trouble at the bottom of the pack. Rioli waiting for it to come out. It won't.
He's in trouble too, Roach. He's got a knee right in the back.
Yes, he is in trouble.
And Robert Wiley saw nothing but stars after hitting the post.
Gee. Down goes Wiley. Straight into the goal post.
captain.
The two most physical sides in the VFL collided on May 14th at Windy Hill. Robert Di-Domenico was suspended for 5 matches for striking bomber Alan Stoneham.
This before, about halfway through the first quarter, this could be on. They're still at it now, Di-Domenico, and there's a bloke down there. Who's it, Stoneham, is it?
The umpires, however, deemed Ronnie Andrews' tackle on Lee Matthews quite legitimate.
Against Andrews, I would say.
After a wobbly start to the season and a slow start against the Hawks in round 9, Carlton came good with a vengeance. The Blues piled on 9 goals in the second quarter to remind the public just who were the reigning premiers.
He bounces the ball, a snap and goal, and won't make the distance. Ball is tapped down here to Glasgow. The goal coming up again.
Back punches it down, tapped over by Jim Cracker, and now Phil Cracker's got 2.
Cracker magic was introduced to the VFL in 1982, and in 1983, Jimmy and Phil continued to weave a spell over their opponents. This day, the Cats were the bunnies.
Cracker at full forward. He can't complete the mark, but recovers beautifully, shoots towards goal, and bounces it through. Torpedo punt. The bounce will favour Cracker at the back. Here he goes. The snap is a beautiful snap.
Top draft choice Alan Sidebottom took time to win his place in the St Kilda lineup and then get accustomed to the pace of the VFL. His hopes crashed around him as his knee collapsed in this sickening fall. The fickleness of the competition was perfectly illustrated in round 10 when North defeated Carlton by a record 111 points.
Oh, what a ripper! What a beautiful...
At Victoria Park, Peter Dacos couldn't decide what sport he was playing. He just used his head and socketed it through. For the Magpies, however, mediocrity was to be the order of the day, and indeed the order of much of the year.
Puts it on the boat, and it's gone through.
Under Tommy Hafey, Geelong was capable of upsetting anyone early in the season. The victims in round 11 were Hawthorn.
That's his third. 25 points down, and they now lead by 2 goals.
At the halfway point of the season, Fitzroy had won 9 of 11 games, but luck certainly was on the Lions' side.
Great play by Quinlan, and Coates has kicked that one, even though it didn't look like a goal from here. But still, the goal umpire is there. And I don't think that even scored. This was too long for him.
The Sydney Swans were almost impossible to beat in the Harbour City, but down in Melbourne had a poor year.
If he's accurate, he's done it once more, the skipper. Fine play by Terry Danaher. The Swans into attack.
Despite some outstanding individual performances, it was a lackluster year for Ricky Quaid's boys.
He fires at the goals. What's the result? It's a goal. Beautiful play on the part of the Iron Man.
Just as North had slaughtered Carlton, so the Roos were to fall against Fitzroy when the Lions won by 150 points. Big Matt Wendell kicked 8.
And put it through. Fine shot.
The Roos have done a darn good job out there on the wing position. Hand pass to Rendell, a long kick at the goal. I think he's put his 5th goal through. Yes, he has. And what a game he's won.
The following week it was Essendon, and again the Lions moved like premiership contenders with Bernie Quinlan there to cap things off.
We've got time to pick this one up. A running shot at the goal. This is going close up there to Quinlan. He's got the mark.
What a mark by Bernie Quinlan. This could be the goal that wins the game for Essendon, for Fitzroy, and the first loss of the Bombers on their home ground this year. What a mark by Superboot. He's won in the goal, only about 5 metres out, already kicked 2 goals, and that's another one. And of course, that could be the clincher.
Melbourne won its first game at Princes Park since 1965, when it beat Carlton, and even the backmen got into the act.
Has done it again, and the defenders are running right.
A northerly hit the boys from Windy Hill when they visited Arden Street, and North Melbourne moved into top spot on the ladder.
I think Neagle went to the fence that time. Let's see whether he's hurt. He got the top part of the advertisement. That's a nasty.
Towards the pocket, waiting down his Otway. Jim Cracker is there with him. Jimmy gets away. Play on is the call. He shoots in towards goal. Jimmy Cracker. And let's take this. Wilson gets
For Fitzroy, the loss of top spot was compounded by a loss to the Blues in a game when just about everything went wrong.
It's straight to Quinlan. Quinlan dummies around, runs into the open goal, hits the post. Well, there's a comedy of errors for you in the third quarter.
At times, there wasn't a magpie in sight as Hawthorn went about the demolition of Collingwood in round 16.
There's no one there within sight of these 3 players. A short pass, and once again it's Di-Domenico going for goal number 2. He's locked it right through the middle.
Collingwood still held hopes of making the finals in late July, but those Cracker boys were certainly making things difficult.
Phil Cracker has a shot at goal, and 3 goals to Phil. Hanbury and Phil Cracker, beautiful handball. The Cracker back to Briders, who goals.
The lowly Saints made it 3 in a row with a shock win over Fitzroy, and the goals came from all angles. Perhaps a moment of brotherly love. St. Allen to Lion Gary was one of the lighter moments. Lee Matthews continued to be North's nemesis, a role he created a decade ago. At Arden Street, he kicked 6 as the Hawks won by 7 points.
3 goals to McCarthy.
Leon Harris wasn't watching anything but the ball when the Lions met the Cats, and he paid the penalty. 82,000 paid homage to the little KB on August 8th as Kevin Bartlett became the first player in history to reach 400 games. He retired 3 weeks later.
That is a remarkable achievement, and, well, the crowd here today, I believe, around about 70,000. It might even be in excess of 70,000. And what greater tribute could Kevin Bartlett have than to see a crowd like that?
Sacked Magpie Rene King made himself at home at Windy Hill and became an integral part of the new-look Essendon.
Easy as you like from the right centre wing on towards...
Every week was a finals match for Carlton as the Blues strove to hold on to 5th place.
Goal! Oh, can't do a thing wrong.
There you are.
For the first time in history, a Fitzroy player, in Brownlow medalist Bernie Quinlan, topped the ton. And didn't the fans at the Junction love it?
It's 100! 100 goals to Bernie Quinlan, and here they come in their thousands.
Timmy Watson gave Carlton a preview of things to come in a full-dress rehearsal for the elimination final.
Oh, beautiful plays. He gets away from Gawker Mealers, and he shoots the ball up there towards the full forward position. Madden flies, and a great mark. Trying to sneak around here. That was great play on the part of Timmy Watson. The English.
A week later, the Bombers repeated the dose, winning their first elimination final in 6 tries and ending Carlton's dreams of 3 flags in a row.
That's the play of the day so far, Peter.
Yes, great play by the former Richmond captain. The Essendon skipper has the mark, 50 metres out from goal. Deserves a goal, and he's done it. Great play by the Bombers. And Wood limping after that. Well, that will certainly be a blow.
Well, it could be one of those ones you go over it, Pete, and of course there's plenty of rough surfaces out there.
For Bruce Dool, it was a particularly moving experience.
He's still lost his headband now.
Yeah, well, that's one of the worst things you can do to the flying doormat, take his headband off.
Yes, Kevin Ablett tried that in the night match here a few years ago, and Dool went berserk.
Like taking a ball-headed man. I think young Bahajar's thrown it over the fence. He threw the headband over the fence, Bahajar.
The decisions went against the Lions. First, Nettlefold was penalised.
Penalised, deliberately taking the ball over the line. Coleman.
And then Pert gives away the clincher.
It'll be a free kick to Hawthorn's Richard Loveridge. He's 20 metres out from goal.
One of the controversial bumps of the year, Merritt and Leon Harris. The repercussions continued at half-time and overflowed into World of Sport the next day, when coaches Sheedy and Walls had words. There was confusion, but no doubt about the result, as Essendon won its first MCG finals match since 1968. At VFL Park, it was Hawthorn in charge and through to the grand final, as Lee Matthews played a superb 5-goal game in the second semi-final against a disappointing North.
Melbourne, lethal lead, threads his way through, and has put it through for a goal. 4 goals to Matthews.
83 grand final, a convincing win over North Melbourne, 13-10, 88 to North Melbourne, 6 goals, 12-48.
And on preliminary final day, it was North and Essendon.
Cracker 10 metres out and has put it through.
And this, I told you, this will be on for Young, and oh, look at him going in now. Oh, there's Jimmy going in after, and Phil in there trying to protect his brother.
It's taken by Watson. The Essendon fans roar. Watson shot at goal. There's a boomer.
And the Bombers go into the 1983 grand final. And the final scores 25 goals, 164.
Mark Williams. Williams has been quiet. A beautiful handball to Mark Hanbury, who can run through the centre with 2 bounces. Steady, dummies the handball, beautifully done by Mark Hanbury. He could goal here. There's a long drop punt into the square. He's goal! What a goal!
Wilson in the spot of bother, but he gets the handball going. This is taken by Richards as he bounces his way through the centre. Look at the pace of Richards. 3 bounces. He'll shoot towards goal. The long kick by Richards. He's got it! The long handball. Here's one for Mickey Conlon. Around he goes. Now Mickey will have a run here. He loves this. Swings onto that right boot. Shoots towards goal. What a goal!
For Geelong now, Robert Neal streaming down the wing against the Saints. Over to Brian Peake. Peake gets it back to Scratcher. Another run, and he pops it through for full points.
Boy's best player. A long hand pass to Conlon, and the tank starts to move, and look at him go. There he goes, running to an open goal. Balk. It'll be a goal for sure by Conlon.
He's done a fine job against Edmund. Made a mistake on that occasion, though, because he kept the ball in play. Sewell goes forward.
Ball reaches Stewart. Dacos balks. He's going to have a shot for goal. He's made 10 to 15 metres, and now he shoots from the boundary line. That's a good goal.
He tried to get it back. It's picked up by Williams. Beautifully balks. Puts a long kick towards the goals as he kicked it. Mark Williams, goal number 3.
On McCann. Hodgman at the back. In trouble, out of trouble, in trouble, out of trouble. Shot for goal, and a great goal, Tim Hodgman. Finland now the bounce. He or Phillips. Wilson was going past. Still Bernie. Under plenty of pressure this time. Phillips sticking with him, but Quinlan's got the talent to get away. Shoot over his left shoulder and put it straight through.
Of Essendon. A shocking kick. It bounces awkwardly from Meldrum. From the boundary line. Can Meldrum go in? He does. 1, 2, 3, and the goal! Great goal!
Goes for a long hand pass, looking for Smith. He's grabbed it and he goes through the Iron Man. Look at this fella go. He fires at the goals. What's the result? It's a goal. Beautiful play on the part of the Iron Man.
9 kicks. Is that a mark? No, says the umpire. Dempsey looking forward. Back comes Rendell and a snapshot of goal, which he's brought around beautifully and put it through.
To the mud and the mire of Princes Park now. It's Greg Burns of St Kilda. Shrugs the tackle, steadies, and puts it through for a superb goal.
Puts it high in the air, down towards the goal square. Big pack of players up. The Melbourne defence, strong as can be. Put it wide. Johnston does well to pick it up. Snap towards goal. It's a great goal by Wayne.
In towards the pocket, waiting down his Otway. Jim Crackell's there with him. Jimmy gets away. Play on is the call. He shoots in towards goal. And it's kicked it.
Tui has it punched away. Taken by Turner from the boundary line. Turner towards goal. A beautiful looking kick. It's a great goal.
To half forward. Judge. Does it well. Swings round. Knight shepherds it through.
Now the speed of Ricky Barham. A tap on, runs on, and goes beautifully at full speed for the Magpie.
Collingwood defence as Phillips, after taking that hand pass from Taylor, coming through is Walsh. A hand pass from Walsh to Richardson. Back to Walsh again. Can the Collingwood winger score? It's a great goal, Philip Walsh.
Kelly shoots it over to Cracker. And Jimmy Cracker as it brings the ball upfield to the half-forward zone now. His fourth bounce here, leaves the opposition as though he wasn't there. He goes goal. It's a goal.
Where we see Conlon completely clear. Conlon hoping to have a run. Does so. Bounce again.
Oh dear.
Puts it in towards the goal square. The great goal, Mickey Conlon.
Watson looking for a free, but he's got the ball anyway. Short pass by Watson. Up to full forward. Danaher well caught by Bruce Gould, who's playing a fantastic game. Watson, in the meantime, has put it through for a goal. Well,
Good, hard, solid football. Quinlan plucks it out of the air, tries desperately to get a kick. He does. He's kicked it.
Also, Hurd coming through, tackled, gets the hand pass to Bahaja. Bahaja able to straighten up dummies. Oh, beautiful play. Bahaja, what a great goal. Tony Bahaja.
good game for Essendon today. 9 marks in many possessions. Shoots it to Watson, who plays on around McCann. The snapshot is a boomer. What a goal from Watson.
worked real hard. There were days when you tried, there were days when you start trying to please the crowd when they're unforgiving. There are easier ways to make a living. Well, we've come a long way since the start of things, when we've seen the joy that hard work brings. You made us cry, you made us smile. You hit the front, now it's all worthwhile. Give again. Out there, there's no such thing as friends. Well, we mean our best and we mean our worst. If we do it right, well, we'll come home first. Gotta get in there, like make them sag. We'll hit them hard, take the flag. There's one day in September we want to remember. There isn't any doubting we'll be in there shouting. Football's such a part of this whole town, such a part of this whole town. And we know that you won't let us down. 'Cause there's one day in September in there and fight. 'Cause there's one day in September, show 'em your might. 'Cause there's one day in September, don't let 'em in. Football's such a part of this whole town. Football's such a part of this whole town. And we know that you won't let us down. September, in there and fight. 'Cause we made it to the final. Show 'em your might. 'Cause there's one day in September, don't let 'em in. Footy's such a part of this whole town, such a part of this whole town. And we know that you won't let us down.
That one day in September is drawing to a close for Hawthorn players, for Hawthorn officials and for Hawthorn fans. It will last for a long, long time to come. For Essendon, bitter disappointment after doing so much to get to the grand final. But for the Hawks, there is a ton of action and no doubt it will be a long night for all concerned.